Hi everyone, my name is Tej. I'm back with another video, and in this video we are going to focus on how to connect Dialogflow, nodejs and knowledgebase. Pehle, let's understand what is the significance of this and what is the application, the real-time application of this one. So again we are back with the same example of HDFC EVA. Here if I say this is a chatbot, and here if I say hi and say how can I help you, I say I want some credit card details of credit. So when I say credit, it gives me some suggestions. Let's say I select what is credit card. Now this is a predefined question which was there since. तो अभी क्या कर सकते हैं? Suppose we are creating the chatbot. What we can do, we can provide a list of predefined questions and answers. So if anybody comes to your chatbot, they will be able to make the question, and based on that question, Dialogflow will be, it is actually smart enough to understand that what you are asking, and based on that, it will give you the correct answer. How do we do that? Let's quickly take a look at that. If you have not seen like how to connect your Dialogflow agent with your Node.js server, you can check out the video, which I'll be putting the link in the description. You can check that out so that you have the knowledge how to connect your Dialogflow with your Node.js server. So let's get started. So here I'm just gonna close this one for now. This is my Dialogflow. Let's create one knowledge base. Okay, let's go to the knowledge base. This is the knowledge beta. Once if you go to there, you will see knowledge connector is the beta feature. You have to enable the beta feature, then only you will be able to use it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to the settings over here, the gear icon, the settings, and I'm gonna enable this beta features. Let's enable the beta features. Once this is done, you will see you go back to the knowledge. Before going there, when I've enabled that, just make sure that every time you make any changes, you save it. Once you are done, you go back to the knowledge base, and you see now it says, it doesn't say that you have to enable the beta feature, but it says that no knowledge base has been created yet. So create the first knowledge base. So for the example, we are just gonna take any random FAQ which is there on the internet, and we will see whether how do we connect it. Okay, so let's just see. Knowledge base ka we have to provide one name. I'm gonna just call it FAQ, a basic. It could be card related, it could be insurance related, or card policy. So I'm gonna say card policy. Okay, let's save it. Okay, so abhi we have created one knowledge base, but there is no document in this one. So how will it refer to? So we need to provide a document. Document means we have to provide the list of the question answer by which it will be referring whenever a query is made. So let's go to the create first new document. It says document name. I'm just gonna simply say FAQ. You can name it very descriptive so it will be understandable to the other developers as well. So make sure that you provide a descriptive name to anything. A basic standard practice. Knowledge type. Now there are two things here, the knowledge type. One is FAQ, the other one is extractive question answering. I'm gonna go with the FAQ. And MIME type, we need to provide what kind of file you can provide, what kind of link or what kind of FAQ you have in reference. So let's say I want to use, for now, I don't have a CSV file. I'm gonna go ahead with the HTML. So I'm gonna take the text HTML. These options are disabled, just the URL one is that which is enabled for me. I'm gonna click and select on that. Now I need to provide a document link or the HTML file link which will have FAQ. So for the reference, let's go to some basic FAQ. मैं HDFC में चला जाता हूँ. FAQ HDFC loans का उठा लेते हैं. And this is the FAQ part we have. You see, this is the FAQ, and maybe it will have some questions. We will see does it actually work. So let's close everything, copy the URL, and I'm gonna paste it here. If it is correct URL, it will not show the error, otherwise it will show the error. Enable automatic reload. If you want to reload that automatically, it's up to you. Otherwise, just click on create. Once you click on the create, it will go ahead and create that. It will take some time. It will be work. And yeah, so if you will see, we have created an FAQ. Now you see it is there. If you want to go ahead and check out what is in this one, you can click on this view details and you will see there are some questions and answers now here, right? So you will see we have given this FAQ link, the HTML. Now we have some answers, some question and answer. So let's say the question says, in how many installments can you disburse the loan to me? I don't know this, and maybe the user won't say it exactly in this manner. So what we can do, I think it's already saved. So let's go to the knowledge base. Do we see it? Yes, it is there. Perfect. Now we need to send a response. Even if you make a query right now, it won't respond anything. Why? Because we have not set the response. So in order to send the response when we make a query, what all you need, you just need to, by default, if you click on the send response, it will show you what you can send. That's all we need. And you can actually click on save. That's it. Now we will try to make a request to this one. And that request, we can take any question. How do I repay my loan? So I want to repay my loan. So when I say this, I should be getting an answer. Now what does it say? It says yes, you can repay the loan ahead of the schedule. Why? Is it the correct answer? Let's see. I'm just gonna close this one. If you will see, this is not the correct answer, but why it is not the correct answer? Maybe this query intent or whatever the query we have provided, it might have some other intent which it is getting for. So in order to get it something similar, you need to provide at least you need to set like how much we want to do the matching of that. So how much intent score do we need? So if you go back to the knowledge, you will see adjust the knowledge results preferences. How stronger or weaker you want the query to match and do the NLP. So if we say we just want to the question exactly what we expect the user to put the question exactly as we have in the FAQ file, we can put it as 1. But usually that is not the real scenario. Usually we keep it somewhere in the middle, let's say to 0 or somewhere towards the stronger. So that way, what happens if I say how do I repay my loan? So it actually look for any question which is matching to this string. How do I repay my loan? And when I do this, it says for your convenience, HDFC offers various modes of repayment. If I go here, I check here, this is the correct answer which I'm getting. So I put how do I repay my loan, and the question was how do I repay home loan. My loan, home loan, it's kind of similar. So it is able to understand, okay, this is the question which user is asking and this is the answer I need to provide. So now what we need to do? Next step is to connect this Dialogflow knowledge base to our Dialogflow server, the nodejs server. So let's quickly do that. Since this is a different Dialogflow, I need to take the service account key again. How do we create a service account key? You can definitely go and check out the previous video again for the reference. So most of the things I've done in the previous video, so you can definitely go and check out that. So it will clarify how to create the client, how to connect with the nodejs server and everything related to that. Let's again go to the service account, and what I need to have the service key for this one. So I'm gonna go we have the file. Let's go to the file. Here you will see what I need to do. I need to take the Google project directly. Anyway, our server is up and running, hopefully. And if I send something here, let's say I say, hi, and something. So I get a response from the Dialogflow says default welcome intent, and user says hi, and the fulfillment text which comes from there is hello, how can I help you? So we get the response, and that's what we wanted, right? So we're getting a response from that as well. Okay. So let's quickly go back to our Dialogflow, and I think everything is done from the Dialogflow side. We don't need to do anything. Even my server is already set. I made the changes and my session client is ready to be used. So what we are doing here, I've downloaded this key. I've configured this in the dev key, which is a JSS file where I'm taking everything, the configuration. And once I'm getting that configuration, what I need to do is I am providing the credential to my session client and getting the session client done. So this is how I'm getting it. And once everything is ready, this Dialogflow route which I have, the sync function, it actually gives me the response what I'm taking. In the response object, I'm just taking the intent, name, user query, and fulfillment text. That's it. So whenever I make a query, I get this well enough. So now what I need to do, usually what happens, since we have connected a Dialogflow, we make a query to the Dialogflow, it should be able to answer from the knowledge base. So let's give it a shot. Try करके देखते हैं कि what happens. So when I do this and I say how do I repay my loan, and actually I just want to copy that. So I just want to copy it from here, and that's what we are gonna send from here. And let's see what happens. So it says it comes with the default fallback intent. How do I repay my loan? It doesn't know. Okay, I even don't know. Anyway, I missed that. Say that again because it's going to the fallback intent. Now, what is that where we are going wrong? If we'll go to the Dialogflow chatbot.js file where we have the session client and everything, we are making a request to the detect intent with the session path and obviously a request object. In that, we have nowhere defined that we want to use knowledge base. We want to connect to the knowledge connector, and then we want any question or any query which is coming. We also want to make that query to go for a knowledge base. If that question is there, we should be able to get an answer from there. But this is not happening right now. Why? Let's quickly go to the Google and do the mistake we usually do. So let's go for that mistake. Why do I call that a mistake? I'll tell you. Google Dialogflow KnowledgeBase nodejs. You search anything from the Google, it gives you an answer. So this is a knowledge base connector. If you go and check over here, go to the nodejs and you see the request we are making a request to the create knowledge. This is for creating the knowledge base. We need to list, we need to make a query to knowledge base. Okay. So detect intent with, okay, let's read out something from there. List all the document, FAQ हो गया ये हमारा, और ये management हो गया, upload वगैरह. This we don't need to do. Actually, what we need to do, we need to check knowledge base को query करनी है हमको. So we need to not this one. Knowledge base connectors. Let's go to there. Let's check out there. यहाँ कुछ अगर हमें मिलता है. Limitations हैं, knowledge base. We need nodejs, and yes, here we go. We get it. तो अभी क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे? The request object which we had in our file, it says that all you need to do is to pass the query params as knowledge base names, right? That's all. That's all you need to do. You need to pass the query params, and the query param is basically the knowledge base names. What we are going to do with this? Let's quickly copy this and paste it over there, and that's it. Hopefully. So what we need to do, query input के साथ साथ we are going to provide this one, and I've downloaded this one so I can format my VS Code. The screen is big, I guess it is visible, hopefully. If not, you can ping me. So next time I'm making the video, I have this thing in mind that you are not able to see the font size. Abhi, I have provided the knowledge base names, the query params. But what is this knowledge base? We need to provide that as well. So let's go here, check out. And this is the knowledge base we need to provide. Let's copy this knowledge base path we need to provide. So put it over here somewhere. So we need to figure out what is this projects. We need to provide a project ID. Where is the project ID? Oh yes, we already have. Perfect. Then we need a knowledge base ID as well. How do we get it? How do we get this knowledge base ID? We have a quick nice idea about it. Let's go to the Dialogflow, and here when we go to the Dialogflow, you basically see here that we have this intent and ID and everything available. How we can get it? Basically how you can get it? So this ID you can get from, click on the diagnostic info, and in the diagnostic info you will see we have this entire name like knowledge base, and this is the ID for the knowledge base. That's what we need. Copy this knowledge base ID, provide this because this is a string actually, so you can provide this directly, or else what you can do, you can provide, if you have multiple knowledge base IDs, that's fine, but if not, basically I'm gonna provide this. I've copied this, I'm gonna paste it over here, and that's it. I have the knowledge base ID, the knowledge base path is created, that this is the knowledge base path where you have to go and check, and then you have to respond back accordingly if we get a response. That's it. So let's quickly rerun the server again. I'm gonna restart the server. Server is up and running. Let's go back and quickly check whether we are getting any response. अब अगर मैं इसको hit करता हूँ, how do I repay my loan with that user ID? What should it do? Let's check out. Send करते हैं. Oh my god, it says default fallback intent. How do I repay my loan? I missed that. Say that again. It's a 200 request, matlab request getting through, but we are not getting the expected answer. Something is wrong. So let's check out why. So earlier when I said that this is a mistake which we do, we go to the knowledge base connectors, we go through this entire part, and then we feel what is that one thing that we are doing wrong, right? There's something that we are doing wrong here because it is not supposed to work as this. So now what you need to do, you need to think about it. When we started with the knowledge base, the first thing we did was to enable it. So if you go to the Dialogflow, and if I'll close this one, you see here in the gears, what we did this enabling the beta features for the API. So right now the knowledge base is only available for the beta features and beta APIs of the Dialogflow client. So when we are using this Dialogflow API, let me go to this. So when we are using this Dialogflow API here and using this SDK, this actually does not have any support for the knowledge base. So now what we need to do, we need to actually provide that support to Dialogflow explicitly for this SDK. So for that, what you need to do is go back to the document. Actually, the document is correct. All you need to do is to go on the top, and you see there that we need to actually import, we need to use the SDK with this object. We need to have the beta 2 as well there when we are importing that. All you need to do this. Then you need to save, go to terminal, click on npm create, and magic. Now you'll see the magic file. So let's go to the postman here, and now if I click on this, and you see it's beautiful, it's amazing. Now you get I made a PC, but you get the answer. So this is how we connect our knowledge base with our Dialogflow chatbot session client, Dialogflow client, or nodejs server, or whatever you can call it. So this is how you can connect it. It's very simple. All you have to take in mind, take in an account that you need to use the Dialogflow B2 beta 1 version, and once you do that, you need to provide a proper path. It could be an array as well. Since we are using array, so it could be multiple paths, and it could have different paths. If you have multiple knowledge bases, you can provide different elements to this array, which is the knowledge base names actually. And once you do this, we are getting the response as expected. And that's it for today's video. Hope you like the video, and share it with your friends who are interested in learning Dialogflow or any chatbot. Hopefully this will be a good video for you guys, I believe. And sorry for not being regular. There are a couple of things which are going on right now. so I'm not able to make the videos regularly. But moving forward from the next month, hopefully I'll be making a regular videos. Till then, stay connected. Bye bye.